here, Jackson. Your doctor never said anything.
Well, no.
Hi, baseball fans. This is Chris Singleton, and welcome to MLB The Show.
That's what I play cards with. No, we're not going to the store. Store's closed. Wait tomorrow. Store's closed. It's not that time. Tomorrow, if you're good. Tomorrow. Okay, Brandon, you're dragging me. Calm down. What? I got a soda in there. Go get drink. $3. Yep. Wait. He's overreacting like he's just attention seeking at this point. You're just dragging me. Oh, I didn't. Come sit down. Joke's on you, Brantley. There's nothing in it.
What?
You're not going to work in the morning.
Why you sad?
Well, who's going to work? You? Yeah. Huh? Better not cook. What do you gotta make? Cut eggs, bacon. Easy.
Ooh.
Easy. Cut. Easy. You got to fish for lunch. I can help. That's easy. You don't know where to begin, son. You're good. You're good. Y'all gotta use the bathroom.
Can I sit in the bloody tail? That's it. Can I sit down in the bloody tail? No, got my bloody there. Please. Take it out.
No, I'm gonna hold it.
I find that wrong.
You're recording. Leave Rosie alone before you get in trouble now. Leave her alone. Get over here, my fart on you. Better get over here. Yeah, I'm gonna fart on you. Brandon, complain and hate it. Don't forget to get your medicine and go. Bed's no more. Now sit down. We'll take you to the night.
So good.
Eat it, Brandon. Jackson, come on. Come in here, man.
Digging in, Joe Brandon, leading the American League in homers coming into this one, having a monster season. Fought off foul. Santander, the base runner at first with one out.
What time did you get on?
Not that long ago.
I know.
So watch your ass.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
I say about 950.
Swing and a miss. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Right field down the line, and that one slices down. There's a swing and a drive.
My dick,
And that one hops the wall. Around third. The relay. But it's offline. And they lead by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. There's the ball. Out at third. And that ends the inning. One down. Here's Jose Ramirez. Ground ball left side. And it kicks off the base. The throw in. And he's out. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Right there.
Mama! No baby stuff. No baby stuff.
It's a 1-1. And a foul ball. And another ball. Alonso at second. Jeffers on at first for 2 down.
Right.
Just missed.
Grab it. You're done.
Good.
Guess what?
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there in the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. So 1 out, nobody on. Hebert Ruiz digs in for the Guardians. In the air, left field. And that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration.
And we're back at the play. Joe Brandon. And a pitch. Just off the inside edge.
Well, these Twins really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers paint a pretty clear picture. The offense likes playing with fire today. 7 of their hits have come off of fastballs, so that tells me their timing is pretty locked in right now.
Wouldn't chase that time.
So with that fastball approach in mind, it'll be interesting to see if we see any adjustments in terms of the pitch calling. And clearly there's been a need to mix it up a little bit more than they have.
Right-handed reliever. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting.
Randall had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
They got the win, but it sure wasn't because of him. He needs to wash this one off in the shower and do better the next time out.
So up next for Minnesota, Joe Brandon. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Bounce to the right. Terrain. There's 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, George Valera. And the 2-2. That's hard hit on the line. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2.
What do you want? What you want? What you want? What's your name? Is Ford?
And there's a foul ball. Alonso leads off first with 2 down to the inning. To third. Throws to first in time. Inning over. This is Bryce Terang. 1-2. Liner, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. They'll throw to third. Save.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been inning.
Bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Joe Randall. Bueller back to work. Foul ball there.
Well, these Twins, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach. I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Ruiz on to first. 1 up, 1 down. A big first out here in the 7th. Punch out.
Yeah.
2 outs, nobody out. And now for the Twins, Joe Randall. 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout. And a swing and a miss there.
Never said something, by the way. No,
2 outs.
You don't just walk up and hit somebody.
And it's fouled away.
You need to stop that. Ain't Mark here?
The Twins down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, Moon, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
And next for Minnesota, Joe Randall. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy gets contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball. He's a threat deep into the count as well.
Not close with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Then he really sells the changeup with that direction.
You can't wait anything out.
On the ground. And that's just foul.
Hang on, Jay.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a miss. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. It doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. No trouble here. Puts it away for the end. So 2 away with nobody on. And now it's Josh Naylor. Fair ball.
No, you don't need to say everything with the strawberry syrup. You're carrying a whole lot there. I gotta get some. Let's go get some more.
Woody? Woody?
Brantley, you can't have much strawberry syrup. You're carrying a whole lot. I gotta get some tomorrow.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Joe Randall. Rando measures 6 feet 4 inches, 215 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. He swings and fouls one off. The pitch. little out
Whoa.
front there as he swings through it. Hammers that one deep
That's
left
gone.
field and a gigantic blast. His 33rd homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-1. Stepping up for the Guardians, George Valera.
Get your shirt off your head like that.
The tying run at the plate. And that one ripped to left. Randall pulls it down. Runner tagging for third. Fires it to the plate. Tag, not in time. And he scores. And now just a 2-run deficit. One gone, runner at first. So in now for Cleveland, Hunter Bishop. Line, and that's a base hit. Lead runner around second. Here comes the throw. And he's got no chance. He's out.
Brantley, what are you doing? Brantley, what are you doing?
Brantley, you're not doing that again. You know how to open that gate.
And now for the Twins, Joe Randall.
CJ, let go of him. Get your damn hands to yourself.
Well, these Twins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Hey, now you can't yourself.
Wide of the pitch. On the ground, right side. Toss to Naylor, and that's one away.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today and pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series, going into some hostile territory, you want to have a lot of confidence, and you want to be feeling really good about how you're playing, as well as to your left and your right, your teammates, that they're on track as well.
One down. So in now for Colorado, Adael Amador on the pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Dives, and he can't hang on. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate.
One out, runner at second. Here's the left fielder, Joe Randall. On the ground, and it goes just foul.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
above.
Pitch.
Gonna reload my guns,
Rarely will
Tony
you see a
Long,
pitcher
where
just
after.
waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch
Don't get
needs
me
to have
wrong,
a
and I know
purpose
you
so that it
did it.
can
I
set
think
up a
I'm gonna tell
following
you I
pitch
turned it.
to
I
help
think
you
y'all
get
like
that
it, but
out.
give you that credit.
Next offering is down
You
low.
gotta,
The
have my
Rockies
credit.
up by a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Not
See
close
what I
with that
said?
one.
Should have
Full
been
count
sitting
now.
on the left.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Hugs, do what you know about love. I've been in the third.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away. Kobe Mayo digging in for the Rockies. In the air, left field. And that's a fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. The throw in. And he's out.
I'm
Down,
gonna know
and
you
that
was
ends
better.
the
You
inning.
think you're coming to say you're gonna spend it. I changed your life, better give me that credit. Could have gave him title lanes. So lame.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Foul off down the right side.
You're in high school and you're behind and she opened it up.
Wow, nice play. The throw. And very nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes.
And a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
There's a 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting.
Back in Minnesota. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Kobe Mayo. That one is absolutely belted. That's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Base is empty, 1 away. So up next for Minnesota, Joe Randall. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. In there, and it's 0-1. Moreno measures 6 feet even, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Ripped on the ground to second. Gathers and throws to first. 2 away. So digging in, Everson Pereira. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Settles underneath it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Well, a real nice performance out of the pen. This guy is not the one who usually gets the final out, but extended his role a little bit and helped his team get the win. He got the save. Nice job.
Joe Randall, the next twin up to hit. That one a little bit high, and it's 1-0. Right-hander kick steals inside and it hit him.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Now a fly ball to right center. Beck gets under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Now the left fielder. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to the left. And it's off the bag. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
And that one is lifted in the air under it. Makes the catch. And that is that. So 2 down out of El Amador. Digging in for the Rockies. 2 outs. That one drilled left field. In one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. The throw into second. And that's a 2-out double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the base.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Swings and blasts one.
That's gone.
Left center. That's back. And that ball is out of here. A gigantic blast. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-2.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. But a guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power. But you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And the batter now, Joe Random. He's already homered in this game. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Pearson, in his 6th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next pitch is outside.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. 1 out, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
That misses the zone. Ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes.
With his win here today, you've won the first 2 games of this 3-game series. So you would think the work is done. But when you're at home, I don't believe so. You got to come back with a mindset for game 3 that you want to win it, and you're going to go out and do everything that it takes. You win like that at home, you position yourself.
So up next, Joe Random. Brown back to work. Fought off foul. Random getting the start in left. 22 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Swings and misses. 0-2 down.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And that's outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Back in target field, onto the 4th. And now the right fielder, Jordan Beck. That one lifted to left. Randall brings it in with a nice running grab. And we're back. Now it's going to be Joe Randall. Brown back to work. Just off the inside edge.
Well, these Twins, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
And a curve is down and in. That's hard hit on the line. Herrera tracks it down for the out.
Man, he's smoking.
That's ripped into the outfield. Makes a nice running catch. 2 away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Joe Randall.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Fly ball to right. Makes the grab, 1 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Joe Randall. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Got a good eye there. And a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. Winning run at third, 2 down. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. This guy's got good power. With 1 swing, he can win it for him. Swing and a miss. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Ryan Jeffers. He's trying for third. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. He's got it. And there's 1 away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Anthony Santander at the plate. The winning run on second base. And it's caught for the out. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Nothing doing. Back in Minnesota, here's Michael Toglia. Hard ground ball, base knock. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. The throw home. Safe. Well, they didn't waste any time as they.
He wasn't safe.
Runner from second to get on the board.
Well, this team just hadn't been playing fundamentally sound baseball, but today they put it together. This should start them rolling now. You have to pay attention to the details.
He wasn't safe. Is on.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Hard ground ball, base knock. Around third. The throw in. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Twins, Joe Randall. Louder back to work. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. It misses. It's a strikeout.
Take a look at the 3 pitches.
We go to the top of the 5th and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Sam Huff. Payoff pitch. That one lifted to left. And a superb diving catch.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that...
We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Twins, Joe Randall. And that one hammered. Friedel giving chase.
Go, go, go.
That one hops against the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and brought it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much it.
Runner takes off. Isaac.
All right, hold
He steps on the bag, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
It's in and out of his glove. throw to first for the out as the run comes in from third. And there's a ball. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
At the belt and fires. That's in there.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So a run on one. So 2 down the third baseman. 1 strike away. On a line, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in. Tag, got him, and hits the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of a 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
Now, Will Benson. 1 down, base is empty. That one ripped. Randall going back on this one. And in one hops the wall. Now around second, going for third. The throw in. The tag, and he's out, trying for 3. 2 outs, base is empty. Next for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. That's hard hit on the line. And that's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Joe Randall, the next twin up to hit. The leading home run hitter in the American League. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The pitch. Fought off foul. Green, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Throws to first in time. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
You said 9:50, didn't you?
Hit in the air, center field.
Please be gone. Please be gone. It's not gone. I was just barely off, dude. I had good timing. It was good. Oh my God.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. Good eye right there.
It's a good take.
And a ball evens the count. Righty to the plate. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 1 out, base is empty. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Oh, that's a curveball.
Joe Randall, the next twin up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that's through there for a strike.
Well, these Twins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game.
Probably
they seem
gonna
to be really
a
locked in at the
slider.
plate.
That misses. And the count is 1-2.
He's going slider here. Number 12-6, 12-6 curve.
Here comes a pitch. And down on strikes he goes. One gone here.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second. He's in there.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Joe Random. Now it's Melton.
That's gone.
Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A gigantic blast. And we're level. It's 1-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
We'll do you one better than a tape measure by breaking out the numbers from StatCast. The distance, 450 feet on the dot. Random measures 6 feet 4 inches, 22 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. The Reds up by 2, last half of inning number 5. Kicks and deals. That's a laser base hit. They fired it quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Brooks lead, the next Twin up to hit. Got him swinging.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call he probably should have gotten, but didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
And that's too high, ball 4.
Now that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
2 outs. Line drive, base hit. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores and they have the lead. It's 4-3. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, number 6. The wind and the pitch. Ground ball left side, and it kicks off the bag.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes.
Up and in, and that's ball 1. Kicks and fires. And that one fouled off. down swinging for the strikeout. And the runner holds.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone.
So the bases are loaded here. One man gone. Now the left fielder, Joe Brando. There's the swing and a miss.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. This one is blasted.
Grand slam.
Grand slam. A massive home run. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 8-3.
So a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on this is pure domination at home. Huge sweep. And now you go on the road. The flight's going to be very enjoyable. Get into the next city, get a nice meal, get settled in at the hotel, but come back ready to play in the next game. See if you can continue this momentum.
Live from Joe Brando, the next twin up to hit, coming off a big one yesterday where he knocked in 5. Missed inside with the curve. Swing and a miss. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. At the belt and fires. Goes down looking. Mitch Garver up to hit here. Oh, 1 now. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The run comes across and the Guardians score first. It's 1-0. Garver into second, and he's got a double.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And the pitch. Now 1 miss. Two in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
And I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swings through that. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's 1.
Oh, that's a frustrating at bat right there.
And first offering is fouled off. Random measures 6 feet 4 inches, 22 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And that one is lifted in the air. And it drops in.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that.
There goes the runner downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Kicks and fires. Runner takes off for third, and that's ball 4.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
2 outs. Damn! Huge strikeout there.
I think
back now at Progressive Field. Bottom of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians. Number 74. The 1-1. On the ground. Oh, and it hits the base. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. The tag out. Go ahead run on base. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Joe Randall. And there's a strike.
You've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And the righty deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a pitch. 1 ball. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Right-hander kicks, deals. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That slider was way out.
Here is Yohan Moncada. And the 0-1. Line, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. So up next for Minnesota, Joe Randall. Be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with 1 swing. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. And another ball.
Way to lay off that fastball pump right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline.
In the air. Drops into the glove. That is that. 3 up. 1 down. And now it's Hunter Bishop. And a pitch. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Squeezes it. 2 down. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Man at second. He's trying for third. And a pop-off right side, foul territory. Brings it in to second with the throw-in. No chance to get back. It's a 3-2 final score in this one. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. We'll see you soon. Now here is Joe Randall. Buehler back to work. On the ground, right side. Toss to Naylor. 1 up, 1 down. So 2 down. Here's Brian Urquijo. 2 outs. And it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. The wind of the pitch. Fought off foul.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk to me. Struck him out swinging. Gets to first. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The pitch. On the ground to third. The throw to second is offline.
You know, two-out errors are kind of like two-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you get another out to get, and the offense has a great
runner takes off. Base hit into the outfield. Here comes the runner. Myers to the plate. He's safe.
Well, that may end up being an advantage we go back to later on when this game is over. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. So two down. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. In the air, left field, down the line. That one gets down for a hit.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Line drive, base hit. Around second is Ramirez. Throw into third, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the... And now Joe Brando. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a three-run game in the blink of an eye. That's outside. 1-0. Strike one.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a swing and a miss there.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swung on, belted. Valera going back. And brings it in at the wall. Runner takes it second.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the eighth and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs at the top of the ninth. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game.
Make sure it's safe.